Hello, my name is Rob and this is Metal Monthly. This is a video series where I tell you everything that happened in metal music last month. Now normally I use a script. I'm using my phone again because my printer is now out of ink, which basically means I need to buy a new printer. But anyway, that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about metal music and albums. What albums came out in February 2025? I'm going to tell you. First one, Dream Theater with Parasomnia. So this is the 16th studio album by the prog metal band Dream Theater, which is a band that I'm aware of but never really listened to that much. Also, is that how you spell theatre? It looks wrong to me. So anyway, this is a concept album and it's all about parasomnias. That's basically things that happen to you while you're asleep, like mental issues basically. So like sleep paralysis, demons, night terrors, and exploding head syndrome, which is the most metal thing I've ever heard of. So I listened to the album. What's it like? Well, it's prog metal. It opened with this very weird atmospheric kind of basically horror movie soundtrack, which I thought was kind of fun. And then it is 71 minutes of competent and enjoyable prog metal music that is fine but didn't excite me in any particular way. Like it's all right. It's a fun mix of heavy stuff, lighter guitar focused stuff. You know, it's fine. Metal Sucks described it as technical when it needs to be, but not overly so, so that it's still accessible, which I did really like. It's not like mathcore, they're not like blowing your mind with what they can do. It's just, you know, it's prog metal. There's also some bits of it that just really remind me of 70s prog rock, like with the keyboards and the kind of synthesizers. It just sounds like prog rock. Prog has not developed and I kind of love that. So I'm not the biggest fan of Dream Theater. I wasn't the biggest fan of this album, but it was fine to kind of put on in the background while I was working. But this is the important thing. Look at this album cover. Is this AI generated? Because I am so convinced that it is. And if it is, fuck everything I've just said. Fuck Dream Theater. Fuck AI generated slop. That's my entire opinion. Next up, Lacuna Coil with Sleepless Empire. This is the 10th studio album by this Italian gothic metal band, which is a long way of saying that name. So, here's my entire opinion. The lead singer, Christina Scabbia, fantastic voice, angelic voice, absolutely sounds incredible. Basically, most songs ruin that with the other singer, Andrea Ferro, because they kind of do the rough vocals part, and it just ruins it. Anytime they are both singing together, it's awful and I hate it. But there's some songs where they are separated and you kind of get the angelic stuff and then it moves into the rough stuff and it's really good. One song on the album, I think it was called Oxygen, is so good because it kind of moves between the two. It gives them space to breathe. It gives them oxygen. And those ones, really good. There's kind of a metalcore, it goes between the two. It's really nice. Anytime they're both singing together, just hate it. It's horrible. Anyway, some songs are really good. Some of them are a bit cluttered. Decent overall. That's it. Next up, Killswitch Engage with This Consequence. Again, heard of Killswitch Engage. I never was the biggest fan of them. Don't really know why. So this is the 9th studio album by this metalcore band, and I am not a big metalcore fan generally. Is the Defiled metalcore? I've always wanted this, because I really love the Defiled. Anyway, so the album started, and I kind of was on board with it. It's got this driving beat, it's got these really nice vocals. It's not what I was expecting, which might just be my own biases. So I kind of listened to it, and it was fine. I didn't get like really into it, but it was enjoyable for what it was. But I was like, okay, well, I'm just some dick on the internet. Let's see what the rest of the internet thinks. So I went on the subreddit for Killswitch Engage, and actually even they are like divided on if it's a good album or a bad album. But then I was like, yeah, but that's Reddit, so who gives a fuck what they think, really? So then I went to find a review of it, and I found a review from Sputnik Music, and they gave it 2.5 out of 5. So then I was like, okay, maybe it just isn't that good an album. I think that's enough people saying, I'm not really sure. Maybe it's just not that good. So anyway, that's most of the albums, but I am bringing back the segment called I've never heard of this band before, but I'm reviewing this album because I like the band title or album name, and that is this album. This is Pissgrave with Malignant Worthlessness. Yeah, I had to review the album by Pissgrave, you know? So this is death metal, is that what it is? That's what I've read, it must be. It's very fast drums, indecipherable lyrics, and the album sounds like a regular album they've played at 3 times speed while a man with a rusty chainsaw thrusts it into a flock full of geese. That's what it sounds like, and I fucking loved it. This is a fantastic album. Honestly, the times that I'm in the mood for death metal, that's exactly the kind of sound that I want. Visceral and gruesome and horrible and just wonderful. I loved it. Also, I wanted to give a shout out to some of the song names. We've got Dissident Amputator, Lamentation of Weeping Wounds, and A Heaping Pile of Electrified Gore. Fucking loved it. Great album. Best one I listened to this month. Anyway, next up is Music Festival Explorer. This is my website where I talk about music festivals, heavy metal, music in general. This month I've written 2 blog posts. I normally struggle to write 1. Fucking call me Stephen King the way I am pumping out that content. So I wrote a blog post about 5 things to take to a music festival and 5 things to leave at home. And also I wrote a thing about the 3 headliners of Download Festival, who they are, what they play, fun facts about them, that kind of stuff. If you're interested, links in the description. Go give it a read. Go give both of them a read. Fuck it, why not? Anyhoozles, so now we are up to the fun stories of last month. So first off, Download Festival have announced the day splits for the 2025 festival, which just fucked me off. Because why are the Sex Pistols playing on the Saturday when I don't want to see anybody else that day? Really annoying. I am very tempted by a Friday day ticket though. What do you think about the lineup for Download Festival? Let me know in the comments. And finally, here is a clip of the punk band called Vargwheel, where basically they did a gig, some dumb fuck in the front row threw a Nazi salute and then got the shit kicked out of him by the lead singer. And it's just wonderful to watch. Fuck Nazis. That's how I wanted to end this video. Let's just watch a Nazi get beaten up. Woohoo! Anyway, that is everything I have for you this month. Hopefully you've enjoyed this. If you have, click like and subscribe. Thanks very much. My name is Rob. I'll see you next month.